Here, I'm gonna skip this one.
Name is
Hey.
Oh, that's so which way? Right or
This
left?
angle looks so scary.
Hey.
Here. Yeah. That's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Hey guys, what's
Because it
Make sure this is clean.
It,
One sec. Don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed.
Hello.
How is it?
Hey guys, I'm doing my makeup. I just started, so it looks like
Got
I'm just doing it. Okay, I'm doing my makeup. This is a get ready with me while we do this because I have stuff to film later today for wedding stuff for you guys, and we're practicing so much for our shows next week in Georgia and
Charlotte.
North Carolina.
Is it North? Guys, I can't remember if it's North or South.
It's North
North
Carolina.
or South Carolina. So
Look at my hair. Everyone just take a glance at how big it is. Look in the camera.
Damn, a little scary.
In real life, it doesn't really look
My
like
hair
that.
looks tiny.
Hey fam, I'm pulling up the old post that I did where I asked people who are not able to
Also,
join
remember,
us
Spend too much time on this because there's a lot of people watching.
leave some comments. Okay. Shout out to Noah. Noah, you were awesome.
oh yeah, we know Noah. Right?
Shout out to
Wait,
Claudia Clapaso.
Oh, close.
Shout out to Taylor. Taylor, sorry you have to work. Oh my gosh, the sun just came out. Can you guys see how it like brightened us? Oh, so bright. Okay. Juliana. Oh, this live stream will be my birthday gift. Happy birthday, Juliana.
Happy birthday.
That's awesome.
Happy
Hey,
birthday.
Crystal. Hey, Sarah. What's up? Hey, Margaret. Hey, Elizabeth. How's it going? Skype you soon. Hey, Mackenzie and Nina. And, oh wait, that's Mackenzie again. Beth Richardson. What's up? She said, what's your dream vacation? Our first question.
The Bahamas.
Somewhere in Europe.
Dream
vacation?
Mine is Hawaii.
So,
Hawaii.
Wait,
Hawaii.
You know those
Oh yeah,
pictures?
Hawaii or Madrid.
You know those pictures where they're on those like
Tahiti.
Tahiti
Something
pictures?
like that. Thailand.
Where they're on
Trees?
top of those like those dock
Those are like
things,
huts kind
Hut-
of things.
dock things in the middle of the water.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know
that's
what you're talking about. Isn't that like where Benefit takes people?
Mhm.
Like Bora Bora or something like that?
I think I'll probably go there at some
Somewhere
point.
specific.
That'd be really-
Yo, benefit.
All right. Shout out to Kevin, who we just Skyped yesterday. How's it going,
Hey,
Kev?
Kev.
Shout out to Tyler. Hey. He has a question for Lauren. Do you have a favorite theme or color for your Philips Hue?
Yeah, so I have yellow, like lantern lights, and then I do the purple light, and the yellow and the purple is the gray.
Yellow and purple.
Yellow and purple.
Lakers.
My least favorite colors.
That's
it looks
interesting.
really good. The yellow and the purple, or blue.
Okay, we got another good one from Tyler. He said, what's your favorite emoji? Act it out if you can.
My favorite emoji.
I like the
Oh,
black
there's-
heart
Oh,
because I'm an emo.
the sunglasses, like
And then I also love the cat heart eyes.
I don't know what my
I know,
favorite
what does
is.
it mean to you?
I'm going to look at my
I would take
emoji
a
list.
practical terms. The one that I use the most is just crying laughing.
Oh, the one that I use the most is the one that's this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like
I like the one that goes,
curl, the like
one eye.
curved eyes.
It's like fun.
Wait, you use that emoji?
Yes, it's not my most used, but I like
That's
it.
what I
use
use,
that
and
emoji.
that one, the rolling laughing one, the laughing
What's a
crying one,
rolling
all-
laughing?
one where it's supposed to be like it's like turned.
Oh, I can't use that. It
those three,
disturbs me.
I use them.
Wait, is that the one where it's
The crying, laughing when it's to the side. I don't
like
like that. Okay.
Rolling laugh.
Oh, this one.
that one.
Wait, let me see this.
It's like
Oh, it's to the side.
it's like
Okay.
awful. That's
Okay.
I use that
Did
strictly
you say
for
yours?
me.
Oh, yeah, Lisa did. Okay. Shout out to Dwayne. Shout out to
Dwayne Rock
Rhea.
Johnson. Shout out to Duanye.
Shout out to
I
Michelle.
really need an occasion to use the puke emoji.
Shout out to Autumn. Shout out to Emma. And her question is, who would you say is, wow, this is a great, not question. Who would you say is the funniest and least funniest out of you?
What?
Well,
Anytime you ask us who's the most this and the least this, unless
No.
it's like a personality thing, then we're gonna say everyone
Okay, I
is
don't,
different.
I think we all sing.
I think
guys,
that's
what
we're
do you
gonna
think
say
about
every
people?
single
Can you think about a person that you're like, oh, they're not funny at all?
No.
yes.
I
Because
don't-
Someone
you would think
who's
like,
not
well,
like someone.
they're really serious.
Yeah, I thought of a few people just now.
there are definitely some people who are
You would
not
only
funny
not be
at all.
funny
I know people like that.
if you disown your personality.
Okay. Never mind. Maybe I'm wrong.
If you disown your
Well, I was just gonna
personality,
say
you
that
wouldn't be funny.
People that you, yeah.
People who try to
Well,
hard
people
out.
that you think are like, oh, they're so serious, but then they do things
But
they don't
that's
mean to be
disowning
funny.
their
and then it's
personality.
Anyway, the answer to your question is I think we all have very different senses. Well, not that different. We have unique
But yeah.
senses of humor, and some people are gonna think we're not funny at all, and some people are gonna think funny.
Well, I think we all different. Like
think we all
different
sing.
people would be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you're
we
the
all
funniest."
sing.
Okay, we're done.
So it depends on what your
I
style
don't think
is.
anyone's the
Slapstick,
funniest.
dry. Lisa's is
Meme,
morbid.
advanced meme, advanced.
Mine's like weird and goofy and slapstick and kind
I
of
don't
like.
really do
I'm
funny
advanced,
stuff.
advanced meme.
Christina's funny unintentionally.
I don't tell
We are
joke
advanced
things.
meme.
Like Lisa says lines that are supposed to be funny, and I don't do that.
It's like,
I think I'm pretty like
a Twitch, like Twitch man.
I am not funny when I'm not trying to be funny.
I'm pretty like standard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are.
she tries to be funny, and it's funny.
I
be funny. No, and I'm not being funny to like.
I think we are. I think I'm funny. I think Lauren and Lisa and I are kind of funny, like that we make jokes to be funny kind of way. And then Christina and Amy are funny in the way we're just like them living their lives is funny.
Yeah.
Like them being.
What about
themselves.
me?
And then
you make
Catherine
jokes.
makes
You do
jokes.
both.
And
she makes
also
jokes.
does like weird gestures. Like Catherine's
Yeah.
like physically.
Yeah.
funny.
I'm probably the most self-deprecating.
Catherine's
That's my
in the middle.
style. That's my brand.
Rather is intentionally and unintentionally.
Yeah.
Okay, last one is Michelle. I keep doing that. I can't stop. I keep saying question and refreshing. Michelle, do you girls do any other outdoor activities besides walking and swimming?
No.
I went on a hike once.
Apparently, I'm going to a mountain
Outdoor.
on Saturday.
Okay.
Activity.
When I lived in
I don't do
Malibu,
outdoor
it was
stuff.
70 degrees year round, and I went hiking all the time. Now we live in
You're a
Tennessee.
school beast, Catherine.
What?
You used to be a freaking beast.
Yes, and now we live in Tennessee, and I stay inside all day because it's
Catherine
either
used
too
to
hot,
run.
too cold.
She used to do classes at the gym. She used to go hiking. She was ripped animal. And
I was
now
a
look at
savage.
her. What happened? I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Yikes.
That was a
Okay.
joke. Sometimes I'm
See,
too
guys, you did a
serious.
joke.
I'm such a great actress that people think I'm serious. But I'm
All right.
Oh, actually, the best actress of ever is Christina.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Christina will be telling a story and then she'll be like, and blah blah blah, and I'll think that she is like actually saying it, but then she's telling like part of the story. It's super weird.
It's very
Okay,
weird.
So
now
good
we're gonna
acting, she'll
turn-
make me think that the story
sorry.
is happening.
I was just reading it.
Pretty
Okay,
cool.
now we're gonna turn to the viewers at home. Hey, viewers.
Hey, Gibbs.
Okay,
Did anyone
so if you have any
watch
questions,
Gambies. Oh yeah, did anybody watch
I want to
it?
know if anyone watched Home Springs Eternal. If so, what they thought. Your honest opinion. Tell me. I want to hear. Here.
Wait.
Here's my honest
hold on.
opinion.
I want to answer a question earlier. Someone asked what I'm eating. It's a salad.
My honest opinion is that I was in love with that one guy.
Oh,
my god. Okay. We're all watching the movie together, and then Stoney, what's his character?
Tony.
I know.
Seth.
He walks on screen.
Comes on screen. I hear him go.
She
She literally started choking. I was like, oh my.
I forgot.
Guys, I almost died this morning. I was eating something.
Sorry.
Oh, I was eating Amy's chicken. That's why, because it's your chicken and not mine. And I started choking on.
Wait,
I
my like
couldn't
vegetable
swallow it.
chicken?
It
Oh,
was
the
too
popcorn
dry.
I
I
learned
was like,
something. I learned something listening to a podcast today. If you're ever choking in a restaurant, don't leave and go to the bathroom because you're choking. Because you could die.
dying
Because you go into the bathroom and you're trying to fix yourself from choking, but somebody's giving you the Heimlich. You can't give yourself the Heimlich. So if you're ever choking in public, don't
not
go
leave.
off by yourself.
Unless
Tell
someone comes
someone.
with you.
Tell someone.
It's, you want to know why? It's 'cause everyone has too much shame when they're choking. Everyone's embarrassed, except for me.
I'm
Because
not.
they're not used to crying in public and your face turning bright red and making loud,
Nobody
awkward
cares. It's
choking
not your
sounds.
fault you choked.
Because everyone goes, whoa, your face is red.
Hey guys, Summer said, did Lauren and Christina have a good birthday? It was their birthday on Sunday. So,
It's
You guys
pretty
find
good.
it.
I did.
was mentally drained though, so I wasn't really there.
Oh my
I was
God.
levitating above my body. I was like,
It was my favorite birthday party I've had thus far. So that's really good.
yeah, it was less stressful.
It was lit.
It was the most chill, like low key birthday party, and I freaking loved it.
Hey, Kat, did anyone answer my question about Home Springs Eternal?
Yeah, a few of them said they loved the message, thought it was good for being filmed so long
No,
ago.
that wasn't the question. The question was, did I do a good job?
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't watch it yet.
When we were filming it, in the scene where Diddy's supposed to like watch it, then in between, Lisa started saying shrimp
Yeah,
trash.
she started calling the girl shrimp trash as a joke. So I'd be like, watch it, and then right after this,
what?
Crystal.
A lot of people want to know
Amy
if.
was talking.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Amy. Sorry.
Amy, I just had to say that for you. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I
Go
don't
ahead, Amy. Sorry.
Amy, I just had to say that.
like doing anything that could be embarrassing or like out of the ordinary or the normal. So those lines
So
were
being-
very.
Acting.
Those
being
lines
on
were
robot.
very like out of the ordinary for humans and for me. So I was like glitching a
I
little
just need
bit.
to watch the movie. I'm too scared to watch it with anyone because I feel like
Look, we'll watch it together. We'll watch it together.
Okay, so Crystal said a lot of people want to know if the texting list is real or was it a hack?
So many
Christina?
people text.
Why does it
message
look
me.
like a hack? Maybe because it looks like a real phone number, so people think, oh my gosh.
It is
It was
real.
real.
Yeah. I'm saying
But
that
it doesn't look like a 1-800.
we were doing a little test on there. I guess if we had done a video, it would have been more clear. But
Wait, just answer clearly. Yes, it's real.
it's real. No, I'm saying I didn't want to do a big test. I want to do a little test to see how it works because we want to do a text list so that we can easily text you guys stuff and you can text us. We would get all the texts on the computer. We could see all of your texts, but we could also send a text to everyone at once. So we did a little low-key test. I guess it would have been better if we did like a video being like, guys, we're doing a
People
text
are like, did you
test.
get hacked?
And then people are asking about the international thing. Unfortunately, we don't have an international thing set up yet. Some people
But we met.
Hold on. Some people were recommending WhatsApp, and we can't do that because it would have to be a group chat. And if you do a group chat with like 500 people, you won't see any of the messages. Like it's just way too much. So this is the only service where it's like,
Yeah, they're working into building Sling internationally with Facebook messaging and a Jamie, stop it. And then another app, what is it called? I don't remember what it was. It's like with W that's not WhatsApp.
we are looking into another one as well. So this is not our for sure one, but we just want to try to see it would be fun.
Can I just say that
Try something
Lisa
new.
has this thing she likes to do to Amy when Amy's on the phone making
I hated it.
business call. Lisa literally provokes her into laughing
Like, she'll be on
uncontrolled.
the phone with the water companies, like, and then she's like,
And Lisa will go, and Lisa starts laughing louder because she knows
or
that'll
I
make
say, just clear your mind, baby. Just clear your mind. She's like,
Yesterday, Amy was on the phone. She goes to Lisa, shut up! And then she goes, sorry, I was yelling at my sister. She goes, she's on the phone, she's laughing really hard. She gets so frustrated, she goes, and then she keeps walking. So funny.
Oh, Lisa, Summer says she loves your haircut.
well, thank you. I feel I have mixed feelings about it because I really want to grow it out, and then I wanted an undercut, so I got the undercut, but I'm like, so like, I don't know. My goal right now that I'm pretty dedicated to is like growing it to here because I'm just really craving change, and I've done every short version now, so it's like not that exciting anymore. So I wanted to grow it to like right here. So
I don't
that's where I'm
get
going.
what the point of the undercut is. Can you explain
It's to
this
have
me?
something shaved. It's literally
Why?
just
I
have
don't
because
get
it
it.
feels because you've never had something shaved.
Dimension.
Yeah, I
It
haven't.
literally it's just because I like having something shaved.
Okay, guys,
Why?
two good
Because
questions
I
here.
do. Why do you
Feeling
like
or the
anything?
look? I don't
look
get it.
and the feeling.
No, you're like, I love the look of it or I love the feel. I don't get it. I've never done it.
I felt a bug on
Trying
it.
to figure out.
Okay, Lauren, how does it feel to be 20 from Megan?
It's the same reason you like wearing your hair. in a bow.
Feels the same.
I love
Okay,
it.
guys,
On
Nina's
my
got
face.
some. Nina's been sending some deep questions. I'm wanting to bring them up, but then they go by too fast. Here's a good one from Nina. Is beauty only in the eye of the
Oh my God.
beholder essentially subjective,
Here
or
we go.
are some things universally beautiful?
Okay, I have a theory.
Wait. Okay, one at a time.
I'm after Amy.
Okay. I think that there are certain, like, what is it called? Portions, like proportions of people's faces and how things are lined up that are, like, considered, like, symmetrical and, like, beautiful to the human eye. But then I also think everyone is beautiful in their own way.
All right,
What about nature? Okay.
I am in line.
Oh,
I'm the cute.
Okay.
I'm going to. I did some research on this, and like a while ago, like the psychology and the neurological side of it, and it's like beauty and attraction. I mean, I think we're kind of talking about attraction. You're like,
No, we're talking about
beauty.
beauty.
Yeah, it's not just people.
but
Nature.
okay. Well, in terms of people, I'll talk about.
What?
In terms of
She said
people,
beauty.
it's a psychological construct that you learn as you grow up. So in certain cultures, certain things are beautiful. So in American culture, certain things are going to be like more popular to be beautiful or attractive or whatever. Even when the trends change, like certain things in terms of like reproduction. So like men will look at women and be like, oh, this kind of body is just attractive to my male brain. And then women will look at men and be like, oh, this kind of body is attractive. It's just like a thing on that side of things, on the straight side of things. And then also in other countries, there's totally different things that are attractive. So I think it's subjective in that way because first of all, we're raised to think certain things, but then also sometimes it goes against our natural thing that we kind of all whatever. I don't know. It's just a
Okay,
weird
I don't
thing.
know how you
It's a
would
weird
know
concept.
if anything is universally beautiful because
Yeah.
you would have to interview
Every
every
single person
person
in the
earth
world.
to know
Yes.
that.
And
So
also,
I think it is subjective.
I think
I
there's
think it's totally
a piece
subjective.
that's missing here, which is like beauty that doesn't involve attraction. Like I have
Oh, like
seen.
a sunset.
like,
Some
okay.
people, I don't know what they think about that.
Okay,
They
yes,
think about that.
nature is one, but also like I've seen like women who are like in their 50s. I'm obviously not in love with them. I'm attracted to men who are around my age generally. I'm not attracted to women and women who are older. And I think, wow, what a beautiful woman. Like she has such a beautiful smile. And it's not like she's young and like perfect looking. It's just like there's a beauty about her. So I think it's not necessarily all about attraction.
Yeah.
There's so much more to it. And yeah, like obviously nature. I think most people, I mean, you would have to interview everyone. Maybe somebody that's like, I don't know. Do you think anyone would literally see like a gorgeous waterfall on like a clear day and be like, that's ugly. That's not beautiful. Maybe.
I don't know.
I doubt it, but maybe. So yeah, that's pretty much.
It's hard to say. I think it's, yeah. As far as people go, it's definitely subjective.
I think, here's my conclusion. It's impossible to prove because it's impossible to interview every person that ever existed.
Yeah.
So you'll never know.
Also, in terms of people, I think that everyone in the world has at least one person who will find them attractive.
Yes.
Yes.
Much more than that, though. But some people are like, oh, I'm just ugly. I don't think anyone's ugly. I think everyone is unique and looks different, and there's different people for different.
But also, if you, it's really weird. It's gonna sound a little kooky, but if you think you're ugly, I feel like your vibe says the word ugly. So people look at you and they're like, oh, ugly, but not because you're ugly, because you're vibe.
Now
you know?
that
Think
is
you're ugly.
That's a hard thing
concept.
to wrap your brain around, but I think it's true that maybe a way that would make you understand it is if I say it like this: if you think you're ugly and all that, then
Carry
you
yourself.
hide your beauty from the world unintentionally. You hide it by being like,
Like you'll carry yourself.
Yeah.
down,
and you're like, I won't let anyone see my beauty because you hide it.
Yeah. Like think about if you've ever met someone and you didn't think they were like that, like cute or ever attractive, and then you talk to them and then you're like, oh my gosh, they're so attractive, like they're so beautiful, like their face kind of like changes in a way. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Shout out to Joni's
Shout out to my haters.
4-year-old daughter,
Shout out to
Alexis.
Hey.
Hey, Alexis.
Hey.
Summer said, what bronzer do you use?
Bronze Booster Physicians Formula.
Oh, is that a good one?
Light to medium. I need a little darker right now.
Yeah,
Physicians
because it's
While we're
formulas
on the
are really
subject,
A
someone
bronzer?
asked the question, what are physical traits in men that you always fall?
I don't know.
Is there a
There's
trend?
none that I always fall
Is there a
for.
trend?
It's
If
more
they
like
look like
personality things that I always
Oh,
fall
wait,
Oh.
something that I
Oh,
always
no,
like.
I don't
Wait, what does
think
that
question-
mean?
It's like, okay, I have an
I don't
example.
think the question should be, you see this person, you're in love with them. I mean,
It's a
you think
trait.
it's attractive.
Okay, I
What?
really appreciate
Like, you think it's
when,
good-looking,
like
but
when a
not
guy
bad.
has really strong
Wait, do you
shoulders.
mean wait?
Well, apparently that's actually back.
Do you mean like an
like
A elbow or like
I don't know.
something
eyes,
more
their
general how they
elbows.
dress? I
eyes,
don't get it.
hair color, way they dress.
Oh,
maybe.
okay. People are like, oh, blue eyes. I don't give a
I
rip
don't
about your
care
eye
about
color.
hair color or eye color or height.
Never been attracted to an eyeball.
I have a curse where I am literally in love with everyone. So
Yeah,
I have
same.
no type. I have no physical things that there's no patterns. I've literally liked every hair color, every skin color, every eye color, every color of anything ever. So that's your answer.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Broad shoulders. Pamela agrees with me.
Yeah, I think it was just the shoulders
Ooh.
of men.
Looks
Okay,
like they
it's
can
like-
carry
it's
something
like
for you.
strong.
I've noticed a
eyes
good
are
shoulder
shocking.
before, though. I've noticed a good shoulder.
Like light eyes are pretty or whatever, but dark eyes, it's like, ooh.
Here's the
They're
problem.
mysterious.
For the bigger part of my life, I never looked people in the eyes, so I
What?
never
Oh
got their
my
eye color.
God, I've been staring people in the eyes. since
What
I
do you
was
look at?
10.
I like mariachi away. I don't know. Yeah, I was really
Crystal's
like,
laughing at my joke. Thank you, Crystal. I'm glad somebody laughed.
yeah.
I thought it was funny. No one laughed.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
That makes your life a little. I said I've never been attracted to an eyeball.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Dark brown eyes always get me. Oh,
Favorite-
glad to be
Guys,
appreciated.
favorite thought-provoking movie or book released in the last 5 years?
Before I fall.
Whoa.
That's very thought provoking.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Oh, that was
That was
really
a
good.
great movie.
Interstellar made me think a lot.
Oh,
What
that
movie?
movie that I forget the name of, Hidden Figures.
Oh, I love that movie. It's so
That was
good.
more like inspirational
book-
than thought provoking, but I was
The book
Yeah.
A Brief History of Time by
That's
Stephen
no
Hawking.
in the last 5 years. That was not released in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, it was released in the last 5 years. Oh.
Brief History of Time. That's pretty lit though.
The only movies I watch are
I always say
Coraline
Stephen
and
King.
or not
Okay.
Coraline. The only movies I watch are Corpse Bride and
We got another
Yes,
deep
I
question
remember
from
that.
Nina.
I wear black.
Guys, Nina's
Not
got another.
terrible, but if I had to choose, I would wear a black shirt.
Okay, guys.
No, I'm serious.
So-
the only
Never
movie I
wear
like.
color.
The only movie I like.
Yeah,
Was the Bratz
right.
Movie.
Oh,
You
Getting
know what?
Hates
The Bratz
movies.
movie was movies 12 years ago? I don't care. That's my answer.
The
Yeah,
thing is
that's
that
what you
Danny
watch.
hates movies in general. She likes TV,
Yes, thank
but she
you.
doesn't like
I
movies.
watched.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I
thought-provoking
hate
television shows.
I
There's
only
a
watch
lot of that.
movies. Okay, Nina says some argue between nature versus nurture. How much of your personality do you think is
Guys, let's
genetic,
think about this. I wanna
and
talk about
how much is from the environment?
Oh,
I think. Wait. I
already
have to say
said
first.
first.
I said say first.
We're talking percentages.
I'm giving my quick answer that I have no idea.
Okay,
I
let me
Danny,
talk.
hey,
Let me
Danny was
talk.
gonna go first.
I was doing my hair yesterday, and then I was thinking, are Enneagrams, which is something we talk about a lot, nature or nurture? I feel like they are nurture.
Nurture.
I feel like they're nurture.
Yeah.
Enneagrams.
They're all about nurture. It's like
Because-
nature.
It's about
It's a
your
role.
deep.
You just
were born
think about
with
this.
it.
Think about this. It's about your deep emotional, like what drives you.
What drives
like,
you.
This, that, and everything. And I feel like
Yeah, that's why I think you were born
develop.
with it.
I think that's something you develop. Like if your parents are more like, oh, goals, blah blah with you, or if they're more like, oh,
Wait, but
I
our
don't know,
parents
whatever.
are the same.
no, but listen.
Did
But
they
based
know?
on your personality type, you internalize
No,
it
you
differently.
cannot do the same like thing to.
they didn't
You
do the
can't
same
They
do
thing.
reacted
that
differently
to
in each of our personalities, and
Yeah.
then we
They
in
did not do the
turn
same thing for all of us.
develop.
Wait, there's two options here, which are both really hard to figure out which one. One would be, oh, you reacted to them in a certain way and then you developed these traits. Or two, you were born being an 8 and then you reacted
Yes.
that way because you're an 8 and it
Yeah.
further developed
Okay,
those
think
traits.
about this. Think about this. You
Maybe it's
react-
Maybelline.
I don't think it's Maybelline.
Listen to this theory. This is my nature theory, or my nurture theory. You have something happen in your childhood, or your childhood happens, whatever it is, and you react to it by, like, for 7s, you go off into funland to avoid your problems, or you go off into funland and it makes you feel comfortable. Or if you're a 5, you have these problems and then you go into thinking world and then you blah blah.
Yeah.
Not because you were like that, but it's just a thing that your personality, like an INTJ and ESFP, would be
But not
drawn
every
to.
type is the same Enneagram, so that doesn't make sense.
No, I know, no.
If you
I'm
have no
saying-
idea what we're talking about, I'm typing the name of it. Just Google
But
it
I'm saying like an INTP,
so you can look it up.
like Lisa.
They're not-
If you don't know what we're
born
talking
an
about.
INTP, and then this whole childhood happens, and then she's like, "Oh, I need to be an individual," and then she becomes.
No,
a
I
fool.
don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think you're born.
Okay,
for
I
it.
think you're born with certain personality dispositions, but then life experience can kind of alter them.
Yeah.
I agree
What
with that.
about this? What about, I don't know, it's really confusing. You are born with these certain traits, and then you're more likely to gravitate towards certain Enneagram types because you have those traits already.
That's what I'm
Now,
saying.
whatever develops the most, you end up as that one.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. You're born with a certain thing, and then you happen to fall into. a
But
certain-
okay,
I will never
also
know.
there is a weird thing that how back does nature go? Because here's what I learned by
How
reading
back?
this
How
really
far back?
yeah, this really good book. Okay, so basically they researched DNA. Only 2% of DNA is the actual like what your body is, like what your eye color is, all those things. 98% that was just trash. They were like, what is
Really?
this? It doesn't do anything. It's called non-coding DNA.
Uh-huh.
But then they learned by doing experiments with rats
That's
or mice or
personality.
something. They learned that when your mother is pregnant with you, the non-coding DNA is extremely what is the word?
Susceptible?
Stimulated.
It's like
What's the
molded by
malleable?
stress.
Malleable.
Yes.
Extremely
So the
malleable.
way that your mother
Affected by
internalizes stress and stuff, it teaches you how to
During
react to
the
the world.
pregnancy.
And then, but it's also
Guys,
just-
wait, are you guys
All come out of the
mindful?
womb
Wait,
crying.
but also, no, you don't come out of the room cry. Oh, you do, but then
No,
a lot of
if you
babies
don't
they have to
cry.
slap, so they cry. Anyway, here's another thing.
You have to cry so you're
Here's another thing. This is something that is really weird. This stress thing goes back 2 generations. So every whatever egg or whatever has the eggs that it's going to have while it's an egg. Does that make sense? Like biologically. So your
Mom-
grandmother was
your
carrying your
grandma-
mom, and your mom was carrying you when she was pregnant.
Whoa.
So, like,
So we've existed for ages.
Yeah.
Your
so it's
grandma
like
I see
every
So that's why you
Your
get
grandma
that
has
from your
you.
grandparents and your extended
all
family.
of the stress that our grandparents,
God.
our
Okay,
grandparents-
I would like to
right
add to
there.
what Amy's saying to say there's a really good talk on this. Max and I watched
There's
it, and
a
it's,
book too.
if you search epigenetics, it's a TED talk.
There's a book on this too.
I'm gonna type that up.
But it didn't. No.
Guys,
that's
this is
that
an
one. That's
informative
whole
live
survey.
stream.
No, it didn't start with
Just
you.
search that,
That
and
is
it's a
the
TED
thing
talk.
with all this.
Honestly,
Guys, they're
I-
like, should get my
I think
mom.
mine was Pamela, but then someone else said I should go purple with my hair, and I'm thinking about a darker purple.
Like, okay, think of it. Listen to this. They did a study with mice or rats or whatever.
Okay, wait.
Wait,
before you
listen.
continue,
Okay, fine, go.
There's people who question that studying stuff on rats. because rats are not humans. So
True.
a lot of times it's like you can do these rat studies, but no one really knows how accurate they are because we're not the same as rats. Like,
But,
rats
like,
can't talk.
listen.
Rats can't go to the
Okay,
grocery
but the
store.
brain, maybe it works similarly.
similarly.
Maybe the brain, the process of like how things develop in the brain, maybe
Maybe.
it works similar. But in this theory, they were saying that, or the experiment, so they did on adult rats or whatever, they sprayed a smell and then they would shock them. So whenever they smelled the smell, they knew they were going to be shocked, and then they were really, really scared of that smell, right? So they knew something bad was going to happen. So then,
And that
exactly.
Okay,
Then the rats had their children,
And then the kids
and their
were scared
kids were
too.
scared of the smell, but the kids had never been shocked. They had never been shocked.
They were in the womb.
But then they
gosh.
somehow learned that they developed neuro some or others that made
Neural
them,
pathways.
that made
Wait,
them
but here's the
susceptible to
question:
it.
why
Like,
do we all, well, not Lisa or something, hate mayonnaise except our mom loves it?
I don't think that's
Oh,
about
that's not this.
More about trauma. Mayonnaise doesn't really associate with trauma.
It was-
I mean, it's traumatic for
It
me.
is.
I want to say,
Yes.
I think I chipped my tooth.
I chipped my
When?
tooth.
Been there, done that. This
Like
one's
a
chipped.
couple days ago.
At least it wasn't your fault.
Yeah, so that was on this week's
My
episode of
friend and I had a long talk about this.
Neuroscience with Amy.
Okay, here's a great question from Danielle. Who have been some of the most influential people in your life?
Christina.
Oh, I thought you were saying Christina Go.
No.
Who's the most
Christina
influential?
Rowley.
I think all of
Our
you
parents?
are the most influential.
Oh, Lauren's extremely influential.
The you
Lisa's
besides our
friend.
family? Is
Yeah.
that what they mean?
I don't really
Debbie,
know. I don't think everyone.
Our old choreographer for musical theater influenced me a lot.
I don't think
I
that's
think
really
The most influential people are Lauren, Christina, my old best friends. They're on my life anymore, but they were the most influential people.
Yikes.
Who influenced you?
Growing
Yeah, that
up,
could be a bad
definitely
thing,
just
too.
Christina.
people outside my family.
I feel like I
don't
influenced-
influence me.
I
was
influenced
like,
my friends.
no.
They didn't really
Growing up,
influence me.
I was just Lauren.
My family and also my favorite author, Shauna Nequist, even though I never met her, I feel like just reading so deeply about her life, I feel like I knew her and I was like, oh, that is like what I want to be
Oh,
like.
you know who actually influenced me is like YouTubers I watch. They influence my
Personality.
my personality, my comedic style. And
Yeah, they do. I didn't realize that until I saw some people that I knew that you would watch, and then I saw
I
it very
literally do the
clearly.
same
I was
things
like,
as
Apparently Miranda Sings influencing, I keep saying
Oh,
Like
Miranda
accident.
Sings
influence
all-
everyone.
Entire
say
generation.
refreshing. And Max, every time I go, refreshing.
Thank you.
I told you this 10 times. I showed you the video.
yikes, 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 yikes.
Are there
Halloween
any projects
is
that
a
you have
season.
done in the past as a
Go
band
get
that you now regret?
That we actually regret?
Are there any projects you've done in the past as a band that you now regret?
Honestly, I would undo the Believe It EP. I don't really think that was necessary.
Wait, what was
I was
that?
on it.
Believe. Oh wait, yeah, you got me good.
I
Wow.
love
Wait,
it.
I would just
Believe
undo.
What did
Believe
it have on it? What was on it?
I would just undo. the
Oh, it
song.
was Believe It.
No, it was Wings of
Santa
Mystic.
Claus coming to town.
Yeah, I delete that.
Oh,
But
that
I
was
don't
kinda
regret it. I mean, it had a pretty video. Shout out
What
to
do
Hannah
I
Potatoes.
regret? You know what I regret is the Rise video by
Oh
Katy
my
Perry. I
gosh,
just regret
that whole
that.
cover.
Oh,
is
we have a
just-
regret. What's the regret? It's
This
like
is
a
making my
music
arm
thing.
look so.
It's like a project
scary.
we did or something.
The Rise video.
songs that
Looks
we did.
really scary.
Okay, guys, we're going to have to
Songs
get
that
going
we
in a
didn't
little
get
bit. So does
fully
anybody have
on.
any questions?
It
Oh, I
was
can't
a
stop
sacrifice.
saying that.
Okay, guys, the internet
Comments.
is.
Oh, I like it is our regret.
Oh yeah.
I like
that's
it
my
is
regret.
Lauren's and my
I'm sorry,
number one
why?
regret.
Just
because
how
the
it ended
production
up
and
because
the
the
sound
demo I liked it a lot.
It was completely different.
Christina, talk about your wedding. Okay, well, first it's freaking me out because I'm keep looking at my arm in this, and it looks like really scary. Like it looks like
'Cause you have a
it looks really scary, but it doesn't look like that in real life. It is not look this scary at all in real life.
Just
So
the
you know that.
angle.
So my wedding, you're gonna see a lot about it soon because my wedding series is coming out really soon, exclusive for you guys. So you'll know soon.
That's it.
That's it.
There you go.
You heard it. Nicola Lucy says, your thoughts on the 4 temperaments. I'm so sorry for all the people here who are not into personality psychology, who have no idea what we're talking about. Do you believe you'll be attracted to the opposite? Heck to the nah.
What?
Nope. I'm not attracted to
No.
melancholic cholerics.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
you mean the
4
exact
temperaments
opposite.
kind of fits into Myers.
Wait, everyone say your
temperaments.
temperaments.
That confused
Yeah,
me.
4 temperaments are just like a base. Like they're not.
It's really
in depth.
simple.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but every-
almost every
almost every Myers-Briggs, you could say like,
It fits into a
that one's a
temperament.
melancholic,
Yes.
whatever.
But then there's
But then
Nick
there's
who acts like a
ES
mel.
No, there's ESTJ where I'm like, they're supposed to be extrovert, but I think they're like melancholic
They're
phlegmatics, which is too
mellow.
extroverted temperament. They don't have sanguine or
But
choleric.
they don't seem like
My
either of
exact
those.
Doesn't make
opposite
sense.
is melancholic choleric, and I agree. I would be attracted to melancholic.
Okay, I would never. That is my opposite, and I'm a sanguine phlegmatic, and I would never be attracted to a melancholic choleric. Nope. No.
Nick is the direct opposite of me, but I don't think it's like that 100%.
I love cholerics and sanguines, so.
I love them too, but apparently I don't need one.
But I'm a melancholic phlegmatic.
Yeah, Lisa's attracted
You think
to the
of a you're
same
melancholic person?
kind
Lisa's
of.
attracted to
I'm
the
attracted
opposite.
to all of them, but
but
I only really
you
actually
seem
work.
to get along with the same.
Yeah.
But it's like it's such a wide thing that like
Range.
even though if you're the same temperament, like
They're
your
just asking about
personalities can be so
attraction. Oh,
different.
Yeah, phlegmatics
Which is why-
are not all the
Which
same.
is why the
Yeah,
Myers-Briggs
there's
is so much better because it's so much more in depth. I would recommend if you guys don't know about the Myers-Briggs, you look it up, 16personalities.com. If you take the test, don't necessarily trust the results on the first try. A lot of people get like ENFP and they're not actually an ENFP. You gotta read the type, be honest with yourself, ask yourself, am I really this? If it doesn't sound like you, read some other ones. Find out what you are.
Honestly, it's easier to go through the letters and just be like, oh, am I more this?
Like
or
look up
this?
Myers-Briggs letter definition.
Okay, here's something that you need to keep in mind. If you are shy at first when you meet people,
You
but
are
then
an introvert.
you're really outgoing with your friends, that's an introvert. That's
Everyone
not an extrovert.
is outgoing with their family,
Yes.
and that's not what
Yes.
being extroverted
The definition
is
of being part of it is that when you meet new people for the first time,
Mhm.
you have this sense of like comfort and sort of
Confidence.
outgoingness. It's not people that you're already
But
comfortable
you can
with.
be
That's
an
introvert.
outgoing introvert.
You can also
You
be
can be an
that
outgoing
Some
introvert.
introverts,
Yes.
it's about like your energy. Like if you spend time around people, does it make you like depleted and super tired and like?
Okay,
Just like
you're not
whatever
like
you
dying.
It's not that
when you leave.
traumatic.
It's like
No,
when you're
but I mean,
eating. Okay, wait.
But I
when
mean,
you're-
if you spend too much time
when
and
you're drained and you need to recharge, do you go to like hang out with people or do you spend alone time? I have to be alone.
See,
Yeah.
I go alone, but I'm
I
an
do both.
extrovert.
Yeah,
I do
that's
both
I'm a
because
weirdo.
I'm
You
an
guys have- you
introvert.
hang out with people every minute of your life.
Yes, that's
so-
true.
I feel like there's a lot of introverts I know though who are pretty developed and they seem like extroverts. So I feel like the easiest way to figure out if you're an extrovert or an introvert is to look if you got like NFP and you got INFP or you don't know if it's E or I, just read INFP and ENFP.
They're
They are
very
not
different.
the same. And if you got SFJ something, ESFJ is so different from ISFJ.
And from ENFJ.
ENTJ and INTJ are similar, but ENTJ is different. ESTP, ISTP, very
ENFJ
different.
and ENTJ.
Very
Actually,
different.
I do feel like ESTP and ISTP are extrovert introvert versions of each other. They're not
They're very
different.
similar, but they're
They're one of the most similar.
one is a
ESFP
wild
and
savage
ISFP
and one is
are
not.
pretty similar.
I love
It's just
Yeah,
it's
I
better
think
to
ESFJ
read the
very
actual
different.
type rather than going, oh well,
ENFJ
I think I'm more of a thinker. Read the actual type because you'll find surprises in the type when you read the actual like profile. It's much more helpful.
16personalities.com. 16personalities.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out what it was until I went through all the letters individually.
Yeah, I got ENFP 2 times in a row.
That
Me too.
is
I
so
always
good.
got ENFP.
And then I realized I was.
I got INFJ.
I got ENFP, but I also got ESFJ, but the description was literally so trash that I didn't even think it was me.
I got INTJ and INFP, and I was like, oh, INTJ sounds a lot like me because it was INTP. But INFP, I was like,
No, I remember the moment of reading through INTJ at the dinner table, and I was reading there. I was like, this is not Lisa, and I was like, she's not a J, and then we're like, it's the P.
I was like, what the
The
heck is
rare
INTP?
types are so fun. Like how you can just see a really strange, wacky person and be like, that's an INTP. Like just because of their specific humor, not just because they're weird and funny, but like the specific, and like you see like a really serious person, like that's an ENTJ, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's so cool. The really unique ones, so it's like, ooh.
So far, ISFP females, I've never seen one.
Billie Eilish.
I don't know who they are.
Billie Eilish.
But you can't know.
I
You
was
can't say
like,
you've never met
100%
someone.
An ISFP.
You can't say that. You
There's
don't know her.
no way she's not an
You
ISFP.
can meet her and
You
think
can-
differently.
you can definitely-
I don't know anything about her.
I guarantee.
People who know, I don't know anything.
The
about
Enneagram
ISFPs.
book I'm reading, it's called The Sacred Enneagram. It says it's like
Let
a
me get
tragedy.
my phone
It says it's like a tragedy and a travesty, basically, to type someone else.
Why?
I don't know if I can agree with that, but
Why?
it said like they need to figure out on their own time.
We
You should
type
never
people
type someone
all
else
the
on my
time.
All we do is
Yeah,
tell
that-
people.
people get
Maybe they
really
just
mad if
mean-
you try
I
to
think
guess
they just
them
mean
sometimes.
don't tell someone. No, you are a 7. Like,
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
that's
don't try to like force.
Like
Well-
Callan, for example, we were like, bro, you're an ISFJ.
Well, guys,
There's
the
no way
proper
you're
thing
not.
is to say I identify
And then
as a
Callan
2.
was like,
That's what
I
they say in the
identify
Enneagram podcast. Listen, he's like all those who identify as 2s. They're like, yeah, I relate to this Enneagram.
I am a 7-3.
Here's a public thing. You can all go tell Tyler Ward that he's not an ENFP 2,
Oh
which he
my
thinks
gosh.
he is.
What is he?
I'm almost certain he's an ESTP 3.
Oh.
Just telling you. He thinks
If you want to
very
read an
different.
ENFP too,
he ain't no ENFP.
Yeah, he's
You
like
can all go tell him that.
Bracken.
All right, guys, we're gonna get back to our practice. We are practicing so much.
Someone said, Christina, your eyes should have their
It's
own
crystal.
series.
Oh.
They're so interesting.
It's so intense.
Christina.
Wait, does anyone else open their eyes as big?
Christina's got some giant eyes, but then simultaneously has really small eyes when she's just chilling. Like she can have really small
What?
eyes because a lot of times she's angry, so she'll be like,
see, guys, the retro gaming monkey thinks I'm an ENF or an INFP. I'm an ENFP. This is what I'm saying.
stop it.
Listen,
No,
people,
INFP.
listen. This is what I've learned. People, you can't tell their personality from the internet. We thought we are like, oh, Joe Jonas is so outgoing and crazy, and then we met him at the Teen Choice Awards, and he was really serious and quiet. He was
But I
literally
think
the
you can tell
opposite
Jeff and
than
I
his
think
public
he's
persona. So you can't just like, oh, that's the public persona, that's the personality. No.
Kath, or you could just be an ENFP on the internet.
Reason number 2 why
Yeah,
you
you tell
really
her this
Eilish
all the
is an
time.
ISFP.
I'm gonna do
Because
me.
she has the most edgy image ever made in the entire world, but her songs are so emo and her lyrics are so soft inside. And it's this whole combination
True.
of
That's
edgy
interesting.
image with soft emotional
I think a
inside,
lot of
which
people
is why I think she's an ISFP.
Okay.
Okay, guys,
Something
everyone
else.
else says no is probably like, what the heck?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna get back to our practice. It's great talking to you guys. Great chatting.
Great
Thank you guys
chatting.
so much for supporting us.
Days.
We're we're still new at Patreon, even though it's not that new. It's still new. So we're still gonna have more ideas and ways to improve it and ways to like change things up, give you guys like more, have you be more involved, like different things like that. We're still thinking of more things. So if you guys have suggestions or ideas, let us know because we've only just, started and done this, but we're open to suggestions for ideas. So let us know.
Hey guys, look at my face in the camera. It looks like there's little creatures running around my mouth. Ready?
Oh my god.
But what I like about Patreon is that every time we do these live streams, I know it's just gonna be fun. There's not gonna be any weird people.
Yes. Thank you guys for being unweird.
Weird in a good way, not weird in a bad way.
Yay, we love you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed Lisa's Wacky Wednesday today.
Oh yeah, what is it today?
It was That's
That's
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I need to watch that.
Wait, is this when I was spying on you in my on the band story yesterday? Were you in your room with the door shut doing it yesterday?
Yes.
Wow. Good to know.
If you see the band Instagram story, I was like,
probably
what is she
already gone.
doing? And then you stopped talking, and I was like, and then I ran away. My face was
I
like,
think she heard me.
my face was like that
It was a
when I
video.
ran.
Nice. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you guys
We
for
love
watching.
you.
We love you guys, and we
Good
will talk
day,
to
good
you
night, good
on
to see you.
Patreon.
That's
Bye.
a good one. Good day, good night, good team, good life.
Oh.